What up? Once again, I just did the first, I guess, my introduction to the world. And um, another topic that that I be on is politics. I talk about a lot about religion and politics. I talk about the things that people really don't want to talk about. So it don't matter to me. I like it. Ricky's Rants. Ricky's Rants. Hollywood. Woody Wood. That's what they call it. So, another thing, this whole impeachment thing. Now, I'm not really sure where it's going or how it is. I got my input on it. You know, I uh, I look at a lot of newscasts and just to see what what people are saying, or well, not what people are saying, but what the politicians are saying. And I just don't get this whole Mitch going with the White House and how he sees things, and I really don't get how all these Trump supporters are supporting this dude. It's like, I mean, this dude is the worst. The worst. I mean, he all on numbers. He always talking about these numbers and those numbers, and how he doing this and how he doing that, and he hurting our economy, right? I mean, if you don't get that, then something wrong. I mean, how can you talk about, one thing that got me, funny thing that people really don't bring up is they talked about his child and they jumped on it. Oh yeah, well you're not supposed to talk about no kids and it, but then when the little girl get the award, he thought he should have got. I have no idea why he thought he should have got it, but she got it, and then he jumped on her, and she's 16 years old. 16. And ain't nobody saying nothing. They blew that whole thing over. Blew that whole thing over. Like it was nothing. I mean, how can you be a man and talk about a child, let alone a girl, over an award? An award that somebody else gave her. And you mad? That mad? Well, you you see, I'm not on Twitter. I don't do Twitter. You know, I do Facebook. I do Instagram. I'm just getting into the YouTube thing. But how can you tell me? Please tell me. How can you, as a man, talk about a kid, a child, who ain't saying nothing about you? They just They on their own thing. They trying to get. She trying to get. This whole climate change thing seen. And because they recognized her for that, but then they want to talk about his son. And now his son got talked about or brought up in politics. When you're doing the same thing, you did the same thing that they didn't, that y'all actually condemned before he said it. Now ain't nobody saying nothing. I mean, how you do that? Where they do that at? I mean, is that what this world is coming to? Because I hate it. Like with the transgender thing. Yeah, everything is on the books. Everything is on the books. I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is. I don't get it. I'm trying to wrap my mind around everything, and it's like this world is coming to nothing. We have a president who tweets like he's a girl, who tweets like he's not a president. And it's cool. It's cool to everybody. It's cool to everybody. Well, not everybody, but it's like it's the norm now. How is that the norm? You know what I'm saying? Where you crucifying people and you talking about people and and then people get on you and, oh, I'm being this and I'm being that and I'm being, come on, man. You're lame. Shouldn't be president. Even me, when it first happened, I was like, well, I was thinking, like, well, let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. I mean, you never know. But now I'm like, it shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened. Because he's the worst of the worst. And he ain't done nothing but destroyed our way of life, our Constitution. I mean, it's like Colin Kaepernick talked about, he kneeled over police brutality. And he made it about the flag. Seriously? And y'all G for that? White people G for that. Some black people G for that. That had nothing to do with the flag. But that's what y'all G for. That's what y'all went for. And look at where we at now. This dude got impeached. He should be removed from office, even though, Mitch is basically saying, yeah, we don't care. We just gonna blow it off like it's nothing. But we'll get more into that, tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about more things. I got a lot of things on my mind. I got a lot of things I want to talk about. So, that's what I'm going to do. But all right, y'all. One love, one life. Deuces.